It's Valicious, and I'm prepping some mushrooms for stuffed mushrooms. I've got my hair up because I have a lot of hair, and I'm kind of like Violet from Lemony Snicket. When she puts her hair up, she's thinking, and means I'm cooking. So I've got a bunch of white mushrooms, and I'm prepping them. And some people say you can't wash mushrooms. Oh, hogwash. You can wash them. In fact, it was Alton Brown who said that you can. So I've got this beautiful mushroom, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the stem out. And I have rinsed them. I've totally rinsed them. They're not going to soak up the water. They did an experiment. They washed them, and then they weighed them before they washed them, and they weighed them after they washed them, and there was no difference. So you can wash mushrooms, okay? But I do find that a paper towel, if there's extra little bits, you can do that. So I'm just prepping them, and like this one, there's a little dirt on there, even though it's been washed, and I'm pulling the stems out. This one doesn't want to come. And I want to show you this little tool. Do you have a grapefruit spoon at your house? Well, the grapefruit spoon gets out the little bits of mushroom. But if you wiggle it like this, I get a lot of it, and I'm saving the stems because I want to chop them up and put them in the stuffed mushrooms. This one's a mess. So I'm going to use my little grapefruit spoon, and I'm going to dump the stem of the mushroom into my little bowl. Yeah. Look, I got a whole bowl of them. I'm going to chop these up in a blender and a little chopper, and it's going to make amazing stuffed mushrooms. There it is. I'm going to do a bunch of these, and then I'm going to cook them in the oven. I like to bake them, and I like to bake them on a big flat pan, but I turn them upside down because the liquid in them will come out underneath. So I turn them all over, and they're really pretty, and they're nice and firm. I have some portobello, little baby bellas too. Doesn't matter, brown, white, who cares? They're mushrooms. And I'm gonna stuff them with a mixture of sausage, garlic, cream cheese, and regular cheese, and then top them with a little panko, and they're gonna be delicious. And because I'm par cooking them, they will only take a little while to cook and heat up in the oven. So I have these little soldiers. They look cute. I love it. I'll be back. Hey, I forgot to tell you that if there's a little woody part on the mushroom, you can just trim that off and then wiggle the stem, wiggle it back and forth, and it comes out pretty good. And I have a whole pile of these. And if there's one that like breaks, a lot of people would just like throw it away. Guess what? This broken one becomes part of the stuffing. That's right. So this one got a little piece. It's a little dented. It's okay. This one, a little woody, just trim it off. Any part that's woody, if they sit in your fridge too long, which happens to me sometimes, you just break that part off. And this one's got a little bit of dirt that won't wash off. I'm just gonna cut it. Throw it away, and then you can use your knife if there's any part that doesn't wipe off, but I'm telling you, the little paper towel wipes off just about any of the bad stuff. And I don't try to make them all the same size, because that's no fun. Some people want a little stuffed mushroom, and some people want a big stuffed mushroom. So I'm wiggling it. Probably should put that knife down. I could hurt myself. So I wiggle this back and forth. Look at that. Beautiful on the inside. This stem will chop up just delightfully. Now I have all my mushrooms, and I'm actually going to double them up because there's so many of them on here, and I already have a whole tray of these in the oven. I'm going to turn the oven to probably 400, and I'm just going to let them cook a little bit, and that way they won't take so long, and the stuffing won't get, the stuffing's going to be cooked when I put it in there. Like I said, cream cheese, sausage, onion, garlic, some cheese, probably some mozzarella, something creamy. And I'm just going to pop these in the oven. I'm going to watch them, and all the liquid comes right out of the bottom, and the whole pan will be full of this brown mushroom juice. Now that I'm thinking about it, you could probably do something with that mushroom juice, but I never have. So forget the mushroom juice. Just let the mushrooms cook down, and then we're going to stuff them. Okay, these are my mushrooms that were in the oven at 400, and I took some pictures to show you the juice, and now I'm just straining them, and I'm going to put them in a towel and dry them off. Here are the mushrooms in my towel. And they're all different sizes. And like I said, I'm going to wrap them in this towel and dry them off, put them in a baggie, and chill them. In fact, I'm going to let them sit on the counter and air cool off, because the condensation in the baggie would be bad for the mushrooms in the long run. But the towel on the same pan that they cooked in, same pan, and there they are. The mushrooms are all chilled and ready to be filled. Now I'm working on the filling. I got to show it to you, okay? Okay, in here I've got mild Italian sausage. I've got Italian seasoning. I've got the chopped garlic that I chopped and put in olive oil a while ago, earlier this week. Well, and that's got a little sprinkle of cayenne. I've got chopped onion. I've got some crushed red pepper and some chives. And I'm just going to turn this on and cook it. And I want to show you this cool contraption. Look at this thing. I have a little one and a big one. This is a great meat chopper upper, and I'll show you how to use it later. It's amazing. Send the check. I don't even know who makes it. I'll find out. They need to send me money. Okay, here's the sausage mixture already cooked. And here are the mushroom stems that I put in my little blender. And I'm going to dump them into the pan. Ooh, that's loud. And I'm going to cook these mushroom stems down and mix them with the sausage. Now they're going to release some liquid, so this mixture is going to get even better. But see, the sausage is big chunks. Then we're going to zhuzh or blend in the little hand blender right here. We're going to chop up everything nice and fine before we add the breadcrumbs and the cheese. Okay, now you can see the mushrooms stems that were all chopped up have released their water, their liquid, and they're in with the sausage. And now I am going to grind up the sausage, because these big chunks, I can't get them any smaller, and I'm going to put them in the food processor and chop them up nice and fine. Then I'm going to throw them back in the pan with some cream cheese. Okay, you can see I've got the sausage and mushroom mixture in here. This is a small little chopper food processor. If you have a big one, it would be better, because I'm going to have to do this in 2 tries. But I'm going to put the lid on, and I'm going to zhuzh it. That looks pretty good. Okay, I've got cream cheese in here, 8 ounces. And you can see I'm mixing it with the warm sausage mixture, which has been chopped up really fine. Look at how creamy this is. Oh man, you let this cool off, and then by little spoonfuls or little handfuls, you mound it on top of the mushrooms. I have my stuffing right here, my beautiful cream cheese and sausage stuffing all churned up, and I have my beautiful mushrooms, and they're all cool. And I'm just going to start with my impeccably clean hands. I'm going to take a little mound of this. Look, just fill them as fat as you can. And you just kind of mound them on there. They can be messy. They don't have to be on there really tight. But some people like them. Look how beautiful they are. Look at how beautiful. And I'm just going to set it in this little container. So I'm just going to fill these. And when I'm done filling them, I'm going to sprinkle some of my panko on, and some mozzarella and some Parmesan. Ooh, this is a big fat one. And you just mound it on there. Stuffed mushrooms, kind of labor intensive, kind of a pain. People really love them though. I mean, you have to cook the sausage, then you have to grind it up, then you have to cook the mushroom, you have to clean the mushrooms, then you have to cook the mushrooms, then you have to stuff them with the stuffing. It's a pain, but they're really yummy. This one's pretty good. So I'm going to keep stuffing away, and I'll show you what they look like when they're all done. When you reheat these, I usually just put them in probably 375, and just until they're warmed up, because everything is cooked. I found an even better way to stuff my mushrooms. This is my warm stuffing mix, and I put it in this baggie. This is way faster than by hand. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. I cannot tell you. I do this when I make deviled eggs. I put it in a baggie, and it makes them really pretty. But this, oh, this is gonna simplify my stuffed mushrooms so much. And you can freeze the leftover stuffing, which I find very helpful because I tend to always make too much. Look how fast this is. And look how fat they are. They're so fat. This is a beautiful thing. Then I just sprinkle them with breadcrumbs and a little sprinkle of cheese. And you don't try to, if you pack them in tight, you just sprinkle over the whole thing. The little breadcrumbs and cheese in the bottom of the pan. I like to scrape that up when I'm serving them and eat that because it's really good. Look at how fat these are. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. I'm so excited. Look how fast this is, this whole tray. Oh, this is great. This is awesome. Try this at home. It's delicious and it's stuffed mushrooms. Wow, easy. Okay, I've sprinkled some panko on top of these and kind of mushed it in the top. I've got 2 trays of them. Here I am.